Live from the BMW Studios, Atlanta's Inspiration Station. Praise 102.5. This is Jacqueline Carr's Family Affair. Good morning, my beautiful family. Listen, I'm so excited because it is not just a regular day for us. There's going to be a complete MELVIN CRISPELL III takeover. He's in the studio. We're going to talk all things MELVIN CRISPELL III. So many great things he has going on. You don't want to miss it. And he's going to give us a little bit of morning motivation coming up. So keep it locked out here. It's Praise. Atlanta's Inspiration Station, Praise 102.5. This is Jacqueline Carr's Family Affair. If you don't know by now, MELVIN CRISPELL III. He's in the studio. And it's going to be a complete takeover today for a few hours. We're excited to have you. This moment right here is what we call morning motivation, where people look forward to a little bit of encouragement to push them during the day. So can you take this moment to encourage someone?
Absolutely. Well, let me first say thank you for having me here. It's an honor to be here with the illustrious Jacqueline Carr. But yes, if I had some morning motivation for the people today, I would say find a new way to trust God. Mm-hmm. I say we normally trust God. You know, our grandma say, trust in Jesus, trust in Jesus. And you know, we go about our daily lives just saying, God, you know, I trust you that, you know, you'll do this, you'll do that. But I challenge people to trust him in a way that they have never seen it before. Mm-hmm. You know, there are a lot of things, you know, a lot of people through this pandemic, through, you know, life itself, they have gotten discouraged, lost hope, and I'm grateful for even this album. It speaks to trusting God in a new way, and it's helped me to do the same. I'm right there with you all, needing some encouragement, you know, just through life itself. But you know, his grace is sufficient for us, and his strength is made perfect in our weakness. So in the places where we feel lost today and feel hopeless, I challenge you to pray. And if you're angry with God, tell him.
Yeah,
you know, if you feel hopeless, tell him. Anyway. He knows, and he understands. And that's the greatest part about our God, that he understands everything that is going on with us, and he's concerned for our needs. So trust God, because he loves you.
Yes,
and he
does.
cares.
Absolutely, I love it. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for that. And family, I hope you were encouraged because I was. There is more of MELVIN CRISPELL III that is coming, so make sure you stay close by. It's Praise. Atlanta's Inspiration Station, Praise 102.5. This is Jacqueline Carr's Family Affair. MELVIN CRISPELL III is in the studio. Now, Melvin, for those who don't know, give us a little bit of your bio, your journey.
Well, I am a Brooklyn baby. I'm from Brooklyn, New York originally.
Really?
Yes. I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, where I currently reside in 2006. You know, I'm as of 2 days ago? 2 days ago, June 19th, I'm 26 years old.
What?
Yes.
Really?
26. I'm 26. God is good. I'm grateful for life.
Okay, we'll talk about that off the radio.
Yeah.
Okay,
but yeah, that's me. I'm just a kid that really loves Jesus and loves to sing and loves music. And I just, you know, want to see God's people saved. That's pretty much me.
I mean, okay, now I know what it looks like for people to say you carry an old soul. Because I would have never thought you were 26.
Really?
Wow. Yes, God is so good.
Absolutely.
Can you just talk to us? So, I mean, how does it feel? Like, as I was sharing with you, like seeing you a few years ago doing your thing, and now God is like completely, it's night and day.
Yeah.
He's completely elevated you.
Yeah.
How does it feel? How are you taking it all in?
It's mind blowing to me, you know, even like you said back then in the Carolinas, but even from being a little boy, I've always wanted to be a singer. Yes, I've always.
I mean, we could tell.
You know, I've always wanted to, you know, just do music, but to see what God is doing in my life now, the way He's done it, I've been through so much in the past 10 years with the loss of my parents, facing depression, anxiety, so many other things, but God pulled me back together.
Come on.
Like, and it's so unexplainable. Like, you know, to see what He's doing in my life, I give Him all glory. And everything I do is for Him, and I want to keep it that way. And I want to be an example and a testimony for those that if He can do it for me, for me, like the wretched me, He can do it for anybody.
I love it. I love it. And family, Melvin just dropped his first live album called No Failure. We got to get the countdown right. Amen. And we're going to talk about that in just a few moments. Keep it like that. Here it's Praise. Atlanta's Inspiration Station, Praise 102.5. This is Jacqueline Carr's Family Affair. Melvin Crispell III is still in the studio.
I'm here.
Yes, and we're going to talk about this new album, live album at that. I love a good live album.
Yeah.
No Failure, that is it's out now. And we're going to talk about it in a few moments, family. Don't go anywhere. It's Praise. Atlanta's Inspiration Station, Praise 102.5. This is Jacqueline Carr's Family Affair. Melvin Crispell III is still in the studio.
Yep.
Let's talk all things No Failure.
Let's do
This
it.
live album that you just dropped. I mean, what was the journey like? What's the message the vision behind the album?
Yes. Well, the journey was a little unexpected. If I be honest, it was kind of one of those things where it's like, hey, you ready to do a live album? No, I'm not. But let's do it. But no, of course, I began to pray and like, God.
First of all, I don't mean to cut you off, but to come out with a live album, because is this your first album?
No, this is my second
Your
album.
second album.
First live. Yeah.
First live. That's a lot of boldness. That's a lot. So I commend you on that. Okay,
Thank you so much.
Going.
And I listen, and to speak to that, like witnesses, I did not want to do it. I did not want to do it. But I felt the pull, and I prayed. I was like, Lord, I just whatever happens with this, I want it to be intentional, and I want you to lead it.
Right.
And so with coming up for the songs for this album, I promise you, I could feel God just sending answers, because No Failure, the title track, the Lord dropped it in my spirit, and I hadn't even remembered the song, but the song came from right before the pandemic, like 2 days before we had to quarantine. My church, the Life Center Fellowship, we had a writing session, and that song came out of that writing session.
Oh, wow.
And I forgot about it, but I was like, Lord, what songs do we need? And that song came, and so I really wanted all the songs to kind of center around the message that in God there is no failure. And I think that the songs do that, whether it's you dancing around, whether it's you laying on your face, whatever it may be. We just know that in God there is no failure. And
I love it. Family, that's a song that you just heard. Live from the BMW Studios, Atlanta's Inspiration Station, Praise 102.5. This is Jacqueline Carr's Family Affair. If you're just now tuning in, Melvin Crispell III, he is still in the studio.
Yeah.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. So we are excited to have you here. We're talking about the album, all these other things that you have going on. We're not done getting the tea, family. Keep it like that. Here it's Praise. Atlanta's Inspiration Station, Praise 102.5. This is Jacqueline Carr's Family Affair. Melvin Crispell III, he is still with us. A lot of people know you from being Sunday's Best Season 9 winner.
Yes.
How has that been, like the transition from that to, because, we've seen a lot of artists,
absolutely.
that kind of, went to places like that and they just kind of like didn't keep their consistency level. But you've been very consistent. Talk to us about that.
I'd say, it's only God's grace, really, because like me, I've heard a lot of different horror stories before going on the show, like, don't do Sunday Best because this happened to this artist and this happened to this artist, but I just know it's God that's keeping me. I think it's, especially me going in, I didn't want to do it at first. Like 3 times I was asked to do it and I did not.
You got all the I didn't want to do is, and
I'm
then your
telling you.
voice is just, I'm just like, Melvin.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really not a competitor. I don't like to really compete when it comes to all of this.
I
but,
know,
I said, I'm gonna just try and see what happens. If it goes left, I blame everybody else. But so I really feel like God, took me through that, and He's the only reason that I'm handling it with grace, and humility and kindness. I think that is some of the keys that are necessary to really make it outside of that. And so
I love it. I love it. Atlanta's Inspiration Station, Praise 102.5. This is Jacqueline Carr's Family Affair. That was Melvin Crispell III with Jesus Is My Help. Let's talk about that. Like, I mean, how was it recording that one right there?
It was an honor to record this. Of course, everybody knows the song from, Bishop Hezekiah Walker, but many don't know that that song was written by my father.
What?
Yes. So being able to honor my family's legacy and to keep it alive and keep it going, it meant the world to me.
Wow. Go ahead then. Is your mom the one that sung Holy Is Your Name?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
I had to sing that one time for a Christmas thing.
Wow, I need to see
Go
that.
ahead
Jesus.
then, Melvin. I mean, you're just really carrying the mantles, and I just believe that God will continue to uphold you. I don't believe He will place you anywhere that He won't sustain you.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
Just keep doing what you're doing because you're doing an amazing job.
Thank
Keep
you
the
so
right
much.
people, people that believe in you as much as you believe in yourself, if not more. Family, make sure you get his new album, his live album at that. Ain't nothing like a live album. I'm just
Ain't
trying to
nothing
tell
like
you.
it. Ain't
It's
nothing
so
like it.
hard to do. I would say for me, because I love live, to do a studio album. But we make it work. We make it do what it do.
We make it work. Listen.
Yes, but family, go get the album No Failure by Melvin Crispell III. Can you give your social media handles, all that, so people can follow you?
Yes, you can keep up with all things Melvin on Instagram at the third Melvin Crispell, on TikTok at the third Melvin Crispell, Facebook Melvin Crispell III, and you can go to melvincrispell.com to stay connected.
Yes, and also tell them where all the music is in case they don't know.
Yes, anywhere you stream your music, all digital platforms, Pandora, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, anywhere you get your music, you can definitely find No Failure. And I pray that you all are blessed.
Yes. Thank you for joining us
No,
today.
thank you for having me. It's an honor.
You're so welcome. Family, go get that album, all right? No Failure by Melvin Crispell III. Keep it like right here. There's more coming your way. It's praise.